Hi everyone, this is Sandra, your friendly travel advisor with SeymourVacations.com, and today I'm here to bring you another tip. Just like I always do, I love to bring you tips and tricks on traveling and things about travel, and obviously I talk about travel because I'm a travel advisor. If you don't know what a travel advisor is a travel agent per se, but I go above and beyond. I don't just book something and leave you to it. I walk with you through the steps. I give you all kinds of fun things as you get ready for your trip. There's a lot I do for that. If you want to learn more about that, just go to my website, SeymourVacations.com, down below, and you can just check that out or leave me a comment and talk to me about that below. But today we're going to get right into our tip of the day, and my tip today is my 5 packing faux pas. Try to say that 5 times fast. 5 packing faux pas. Can't do that. So 5 packing faux pas. The number 1 is the material of what your clothes are made out of that you're packing in. And what I mean by that is what your material, you don't want it to wrinkle up. So you've taken all this time because you've watched my video down below that teaches you how to pack and how to get a lot in your suitcase, but then you get there and that material is really wrinkled up, and because it's the material that would wrinkle. So if I am in the store, I take it and I bunch it and I release it and bunch it, release it, and if it really is a material, I've learned polyester, lycra, those types of materials, like those slinkier types of materials, they are great travel material. You can roll them up in a ball and they would be awesome. And so I like to travel with the types of material that will travel well. I don't want to get there and I've done all this great packing and then I get there and I still have problems with the material wrinkling really bad, or I go to dinner, I sit down in the taxi or however I'm traveling, or if I'm on a cruise ship, I sit down the first night to dinner and I still got a whole night ahead and I stand up and my pants are all wrinkled. I cannot stand that. So if you pack with a good quality material of clothing that you can travel with, you will not be having that first faux pas of packing the wrong material. And speaking of clothes goes into my number 2 packing faux pas. And that happens to be not knowing the culture of where you're going and what you are and are not allowed to wear. A lot of times we show up and we're wearing things that are inappropriate, or things that you literally are not even allowed to wear. For example, if you were to go into Rome and you go into a church, or it doesn't have to be Rome, a lot of places that are churches and that have places, they have dress codes. Like you can't wear shorts even if you're a man and it's a hot summer day. You cannot bare your shoulders or have the peekaboo shoulders, things that I love to wear those. You cannot wear mini skirts. There are things that you are not allowed to do, and we need to respect that culture. We're going to learn about their countries and the things that they have and their cultures, so we need to respect that. Just like we want people to come into the United States and to respect the culture we have, we want to respect those as well. And clothing does matter. In Japan, you cannot wear athletic wear that's out and about. That's considered, where here in the United States, we do that very, very readily. And so that's not a problem here, but it is there. And speaking of the Caribbean, I live in Florida. So, in Florida, we have Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Jacksonville, and Port Canaveral are 5 ports that you can sail out of, just out of Florida, and usually going into the Caribbean. Well, in the Caribbean, you cannot wear camouflage of any way, not shoes, hats, shirts, pants, anything, because their police, their military wear camouflage, and you can actually be given a fine for that you will have to pay if you have on camouflage. So let's just know before you go. That is my slogan, always know before you go. And a travel advisor or do your research will help you to know that, but that's a great way to have a travel advisor to help you know those things that you need to know. So that's my second packing faux pas. And my third packing faux pas happens to be too many shoes. Yes, packing too many shoes. By that, I mean with me, a self-proclaimed shoe addict who literally used to have a shoe room in her house because children move away, rooms have to be used, got a shoe room. Now I've downsized to a smaller home now that all of my children are gone. My hubby and I downsized, and so I have a shoe closet, and I love shoes, but I only take, for me, 3 pairs of shoes when I travel, even if it's 7 days or more, because I'm gonna have a flip-flop that I can wear with a sundress or shorts or jeans or to the spa or to the pool. I'm going to have one pair of black dress heels, pump, or wedge, whatever you want, that's going to go with anything dressy that I wear. And I have a closed-toed shoe that I wear on the plane if I'm flying. First of all, I've told you that many times, a closed-toed shoe. And I wanted to show you my favorite closed-toed shoe type, not necessarily this one. I have 13 pairs now, don't judge me, of this particular shoe, which is Rothy's. I love them for many reasons. I'm going to put down below the blog post that I did just on Rothy's. This is particular pair I bought from my mother-in-law to wear with her dress black pants at my daughter's wedding. They also do a ballet flat. They have a little slip-on sneaker. I love them for 1,000 reasons. I don't really write about 1,000 reasons, but I love them for so many reasons. But one of those that I do, why it's my number 3 pair of shoes that I take, and I have them in, like I said, in many different colors. They come in many different colors, but I love them because they go with dress clothes, they go with jeans, they go with a sundress, they go with a little cute dressy dress. I love them. So too many shoes is that packing faux pas for number 3. Number 4 packing faux pas is not knowing the weather. I have done that. I always tell you when I make a mistake so that I can help you not make the mistake. So downloading a free weather app would have solved my problem when I went to California. I live here in sunny Florida. And I thought in the month of May that if I'm hitting, 80 to almost 90 degrees in sunny Florida, then sunny California should do the same thing. And lo and behold, I arrive and they are having a cold snap that I wasn't aware of. And I was so cold with my tank tops and shorts and flip-flops and sundresses that I had to go shop and buy new clothes for myself, my daughter who was traveling with us at the time as a graduation gift, and my hubby, and we had to go shop. Now, coming from someone who says she has a PhD in shopping, I usually don't like to shop when I travel, just because, unless that's the destination or the reason I'm going, but I usually want to experience the things that I can't do at home, and I can shop at home. So I had to go shop to buy warm clothes and jackets, to the point where, because I packed tight so well, I couldn't fit any of that in my suitcase coming home. So I had to go buy another piece of luggage to come home from California. So I was boosting the economy in all kinds of ways. So I could have avoided that by checking the weather beforehand. So check the weather before you go. Just get a free app, as I said, and look at that weather. Put in your destination that you're going and look at what it's going to be like coming up. And generally what it is that year round is a good thing too, but they were having a cold snap. So I was freezing in the meantime. So that was my 4th packing faux pas. These are hard to say. So number 5, the last one, is looking too expensive. Now, I'm a girl who likes nice things, but walking around in designer clothes and expensive jewelry and expensive purses is not a good idea when you are traveling, and it's not really in packing. I guess it is, you're packing those things away. You just want to be mindful of that. You want to make sure that people are watching, whether or not they look like they're watching, and sometimes you go into areas that, there are people who are desperate in any area, so you want to be mindful. And I always say this all the time: when you are traveling, remember that you're not in a travel little bubble. You need to be aware of your surroundings and do not let your guard down. Have a great time, but keep your guard up and be smart. Be smart, be smart, be smart. I say that a lot too. Be smart. So don't go in your designer things. Don't go even with jewelry. When I travel, a lot of times I will trade out for something that is not expensive, for even my wedding set, because I don't want to either have something happen and I leave it somewhere or drop it down a drain or something happen. I don't want to run the risk of losing my wedding set or the nice jewelry I have. So I have travel jewelry that I keep with me and that I travel with, so that I'm not walking around looking like I have all of this money to travel with me. So just make sure that you're not walking around looking expensive while you're traveling. So those are my 5 packing faux pas that we make. I used to make them all the time as well, and I've learned in one way or another, or got smart before I had to learn about it. So just make sure that you do those. And if you like this tip and you want to get more, I like to bring you those. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can get those notifications, and give me a thumbs up, all those great things we do on YouTube. I greatly appreciate every single one that you do. Go to my website, seymourvacations.com, link down below, and go get my freebies and just check out my website. Ask me any questions. If you don't have a travel advisor, I would love to be your travel advisor and help you with advice and help you with booking trips. I do all-inclusive resorts, I do cruises, and I do Disney vacations, because those are the things that I do all the time. I love doing all of them, and I love talking about them all the time. So just ask me any questions. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. So thanks for watching today. I greatly appreciate it. Until next time, happy travels, everyone.